This is the biggest gamble of my life. 380 euros deep in the min for a total piece of junk from the Netherlands.
I drove 2 hours wearing a gas mask just to illegally smuggle this corpse of a scooter back to Belgium. Call me crazy? You're probably right.
Even though the toxic fumes almost killed me on the ride home, I scored this original Honda Vision Elite for only 350 euros. The seller was a mechanic, so either he had no time or he lied through his teeth because he knows this thing has a fatal flaw. Okay, now that we're finally done cleaning off 38 years of dirt, grime and grease, let's start taking off the panels and digging into this scooter.
If this mystery scooter doesn't start, I literally threw my money in the Maas River.
Wow.
But wait until you see what I found inside the airbox. You will never believe this.
No way, you cannot make this up.
Huh? What?
Bruh, a double folded vacuum bag? Is this a scooter or a Miele C3? I'm losing hope already. If the rest of the bike has been budged like this, I'm definitely cooked. Tell me in the comments right now what else you think will be wrong with the bike. Yes, we have spark. We're rich. This is the jackpot. If it has spark, it should run, right? But wait, if it sparks, there must be something way worse going on with this moped. If the cylinder is seized, I'm done.
Okay, let's check out the voltage on this battery. 0.21 volts. This one ain't charging up again, so I'ma order a new one, and we have 100 psi compression, which means our whole two-stroke cylinder is healthy. If you ever wonder how much psi your cylinder should have, just ask ChatGPT. Following is removing and cleaning out this horrible, filthy smelling fuel tank. You can smell it from miles away. And I'm probably not even exaggerating. But yeah, let's take this all off, clean it with some strong degreaser. For cleaning out the fuel tank, I used the combination of 50% vinegar and 50% water, which worked wonders to get rid of 90% of the rust within the fuel tank. Look at this, guys. That's just poison. Here, I'm peeing inside the fuel tank.
Now let's have a closer look at the carburetor. The plan was simple, a quick carb clean. However, it turned into a never-ending nightmare.
When you think you've cleaned it all, you always find a little more. Wow, this rear shock is really crusty. And yeah, I was actually wearing my mask cleaning this carb because it smelled like that.
Checking the torque on the cylinder head bolts, 12 Newton meters. Exactly what it's supposed to be. But honestly, I don't trust these bolts at all. I'm just gonna tighten them a bit harder by feel, just to be safe.
Okay, so after cleaning this carb for the third time, I decided to also use some carb cleaning brushes and some compressed air to make sure I 100% have cleared all the passages. I also have let the carb sit in soapy water for an hour, hot soapy water. No ultrasonic cleaner here, just old school messing around with brake cleaner and a toothbrush. After days of taking the carb on and off and cleaning it multiple times, I found the main issue. The automatic choke is cooked. Look closely. No gas tank, grab a bottle, drill a hole, put a shoestring around it. The Baxter tank. It looks sketchy as hell, but it's genius.
Now the moment of truth. Will it run with this broken choke?
Bruh. Nope. 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 Nope.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm out.
It looks like a few minutes, but I've been out here grinding for days. Struggle is real. Right, so next up we will have a look at the reeds, and they seem fine as well. And we're still having the same issue. Let's order a new spark plug and battery and put those in. Let's see if it starts now. What would you do? Bypass the choke or just order a new carb? Let me know right now in the comments, because I'm over it. It's running but barely, and that choke is still a major problem. Okay, so it's the next day, and yesterday evening I've been at it until late, and I finally decided to bypass the choke, and this is the result. That's already sounding a hell of a lot better, ain't it? Okay, so now I'm just gonna adjust the carburetor a little bit. Carburetor. And now it's time to take off the Baxter tank and swap out this rear bulb. Let's see if it fixed our rear light. Yes, it did. Very nice. Last thing, let's put this trim back together. I tried to plastic weld it but didn't work, so I ended up using epoxy glue, as you can see me do here. 2 components. It helped. We're taking the exhaust off. I'm gonna paint it black again. First sand it and then paint it with heat resistant paint. And look at this engine block. 40 years of caked on grease. And those wheel hubs, pure rust. As you might be able to tell, in the meantime I've swapped out the rear shock absorber and it looks 1,000 times cleaner. Replacing the inner tube is also a hell of a job if you don't have much experience nor the right machines or tools.
This is how she runs. Boop. 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 One kick. Running fine.
And look at it now. From a 38-year-old wreck to a 3.8-year-old looking dream scooter. A 10x improvement. Buying price plus diesel 380 euros. Parts 70 euros. Total 450. Blood, sweat and a vacuum bag later. Sold for 700 euros, 250 euro profit. Was this smart or was I an idiot?
please leave a comment below the video, as I would really appreciate it. And I will reply to each and every comment. Also, check out this video that was the complete opposite of this flip, to see how I make huge bank flipping a derby without practically doing anything.